Welcome back to TechKidFX for another price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you a price prediction update on Harmony One, whose current price stands at the $0.02336 mark, and here on TradingView the market is up by 3.73%. And in this video I want to give the key scenarios that I expect to play out, basing my analysis on the Elliot waves and the Fibonacci's, and also the key areas of support and resistances, and also show you the key patterns that we have information on this chart. So if you're interested in such content, make sure that you stick around till the end of the video. I'll kickstart the video by giving a brief of what has been happening on this chart. Harmony One from the all-time high has been seeing this massive ABC correction, which has now taken us to around the $0.016 mark, and by so doing I believe Harmony One has done the minimum that we expected that ABC correction to do, and I believe soon we might see this pump to the upper side, having our Wave5 taking us back to an all-time high. And in that movement to the upper side, I have a target area for that Wave1 to the upper side between the $0.24 mark and the $0.19 mark, which I'm basing it on the Fibonacci's. So if I apply the fibs here from the low down there to the all-time high, that gives us a target area between the fib level 0.618 and the fib level 0.5, which is between the $0.23 mark and the $0.19 mark, which is the minimum that I expect that Wave1 to the upper side to do. But before that plays out, there are key movements that we need to first see play out here on the charts, and also see fractal waves for that first wave to the upper side, and that is what I want to discuss in this video. So if I jump to the 4-hour chart, here on the 4-hour chart you can see the price of Harmony One has been trading within this channel, and as we were trading within that channel we were making a series of highs, and at some point up here we did not manage to continue making other highs. We continued trading within that channel to the lower side, and at some point down here we eventually broke out of that channel to the lower side, and we went to around the $0.19 mark where we have our next key area of support, and that key area of support gave us support, and we are seeing a very nice bounce to the upper side in this movement. And at the moment we are facing another key area of resistance at around the $0.023 mark, and these movements give me the key scenarios that I expect to play out on this chart. It's possible that the price of Harmony One will try to break above this key area of resistance, and as we try to break above that key area of resistance we might get rejected, and once we face that rejection and we have a massive pullback to the lower side, I expect us to continue pushing the price to the lower side, and if that move plays out, that will form a structure over here which is a head and shoulders pattern. So if I draw it out, having my left shoulder over there, then coming down like that, then forming the head up here in this high that we made at around the $0.027 mark, then we had this pullback to the lower side, completing the neckline of that head and shoulders pattern. In this movement that we are in at the moment, that is forming the right shoulder, and once we face that key area of resistance and we do not manage to break to the upper side and we get rejected, that will complete the pattern, and this pattern normally breaks to the lower side, having the target area for that breakout as the height between the head and the neckline. So if I use a trend line to try and get the height and the height between the head and the neckline, then take that height and place it at the area where it's possible that you might get that breakout to the lower side of the head and shoulders pattern. That gives us a target area at around the $0.0975 mark, but maybe it's not possible that we might go to that area if this pattern plays out, because down here we have key areas of support and supports at around the $0.017 mark and at around the $0.13 mark. So it's possible, if in case we have that pullback as we try to break above that key area of resistance, it's possible that we head down to the lower side, touch this key area of support at around the $0.19 mark, and in case we lose that key area of support, then I expect us to go to the next key area of support at around the $0.17 mark, and if we also lose that, then the head and shoulders pattern movement will be playing out, and that breakout might take us to around the $0.13 $0.013 mark, where we have our next key area of support. That is the very first movement that I expect to play out here, and it is supported by this formation of this head and shoulders pattern, and I hope this pattern doesn't play out, because this will be giving us the worst case scenario for Harmony 1. And if we manage to break above that key area of resistance over here, and we have a successful retest of that key area of resistance, then it's possible that the price of Harmony 1 might continue unlocking higher prices and take us to around the $0.029 mark, because that is the next area where we have our next key area of resistance. And if we manage to break above that, then we can continue pushing to the upper side. And I also have, if I use our trend-based Fibonacci's to try and get the target area for this breakout to the upper side, you can see here we have made there's a low down here, we have also made a high up here and another low. So we can use a trend-based Fibonacci to give us the next high, the next target for that high to the upper side. So if I connect this low down here, connecting to that high up there, and then to the low that we made yesterday, that should give us a target area at around the $0.03314 mark, which is the minimum that we can expect. If we continue pushing to the upper side and we break above this key area of resistance, it's possible that we might get to around the $0.03314 mark, basing it on the trend-based Fibonacci's. So let's be patient and see how that plays out. If I also take a look at the indicators to see whether these moves can be supported, on the RSI we are trading at around the 61 mark. That means we have massive room for us to continue pushing to the upper side before we get into the overbought region. And if we also get rejected at that key area of resistance and we start breaking to the lower side, that move here on the RSI will also be supported. If I also take a look at the MACD, on the MACD we printed a bullish crossover here, and we are seeing an increase in volume, and that would mean it's possible that the price of Harmony 1 might continue pushing to the upper side. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated on any movement that plays out.